Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It is another day of working on the 240SX, and we're going to continue on with the traction control install video series here. So this is going to be, I think this is going to be part 3 maybe, I'm not sure. But we're going to get back to work on that, and we're going to have the doors of the shop open here, thankfully. I don't know if it's warm where you guys are at, but it's December today, December the 9th, and it is going to be like 65 degrees today here in Missouri. So throwing the doors open and enjoying the sunshine and getting back to work. Okay, so the mail came and I got a new drill bit here for the spindle. So we're going to get this out, put it in the drill press, and get our hole finished up finally. Looks good. Alright, so I'm having a heck of a time getting this thing to drill. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but my brand new drill bit that I bought is trying to do exactly what the one I just replaced is doing. That is, the corners are trying to chip off of it and round off. So I'm doing something wrong, so I went down a size in drill bit and it's not working much better, but I'm going to give it a shot again. Work a little better if I don't use brake clean for lubricant, huh? Well, that just definitely ain't working. I gotta try something else. Alright, so I don't know why I'm struggling so bad, but maybe just my drill bits are getting dull. Possibly, so I just sharpened this one on the grinder, which I've only ever done like once. I don't know if I did it right or not, but let's try it and see. Nice, that worked great. Very cool. So I guess my bit was just dull, and I guess my sharpening it actually works. So alright, so that was like a 5/8. We've still got to go up to the final size, which is the big old 45/64. I don't know why this thing ain't cutting. It's brand new, just bought it. So pretty disappointed in that. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do next. I guess I'll just try it again now that the hole's a little bigger. And if it still won't cut, I think I'll take the old one, which is in worse shape, and I'll actually try to sharpen it. That way if I ruin it, I'm not ruining my new one, but then again, the new one doesn't work anyway, so what's the point? Why don't I just sharpen that one? I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just try to sharpen one or the other and just see what happens. Kind of round off. So I don't know, I'm gonna try one more time before going back to the grinder and trying something different. I think I'm just pushing my whole table down. Again. Nah, this piece of junk bit just won't cut. I have no idea why. It's really disappointing. Why will you not cut? You piece of junk. So I'm going from a 5/8 to a 45/64. That is not a big step up at all. That is like, it's a step up, but it's not a big step up. There may be one drill bit size between these two or something, but probably not more than one realistically, and I don't own it. So I gotta figure something out here. Okay, I'm back to the 45/64, the big one, the final drill bit size, and this is the old one that I replaced. I put it in the grinder, and I just attempted to grind a new bevel on it. I'm sure I did a horrible job of this, but in my opinion this thing was junk anyway, so I'm going to put it in the drill press and see what happens. No go. She is not cut. Man, that is wild. Okay, take 2 or 3 or whatever. So I just went back to the grinder and put an even more aggressive grind on it. Here we go. Man, that's frustrating. No clue why that won't cut. Alright, I think I finally got it, guys. Nice. Alright, so I don't know what the heck I did different that time. I took it back to the grinder and sharpened it one more time and then lowered the bit really super slow this time. Whatever I did, it worked. Okay, so that went well, but the problem I had was I couldn't drill all the way through it because I was hitting my table. So I've got to open up the back side of this hole so that I can fit the sensor all the way through. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that just yet. I don't think I can jig this up on the table because it's too irregular of a shape. So I may have to do this by hand, which is totally weird, but I guess that would work okay since the majority of the hole's already done. So this will kind of guide it. If I'm hand drilling, the bore will kind of guide the bit a little bit. So if my hand's a little off, it won't be a big deal. Because I can't really clamp this thing down anywhere. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to hand drill it. Yep, let's do that. Got the hole drilled up to size, so now I just need to grab my speed sensor and see if it fits in there. Okay, so we got the hole all drilled out there looking good, and we got the sensor and we got the hub up there. So let's just test fit everything together and make sure that it's all going to work out like we think it's going to. Oh yeah, slides in there nice. Very cool. Alright, and there's the tip of the sensor right there. That's the magnet part. So let's go ahead and just set this down in the hub and see how the sensor tip fits in relation to the edge of the tone ring. Aha! Let's get it twisted the way it's going to be when it's installed. Alright, so not too bad, huh? Got a fair gap between the sensor edge and the teeth. I would like that to be a little tighter, but honestly I don't know if it needs to be. It's going to be spinning around right there, reading off of every one of these teeth, and it's got about that much gap. So you guys tell me if that's too much gap. I really don't know what's required on these. I might be able to hook up some power to this or something and measure on a multimeter and see if I can get pulses or something. I'm not sure how to do that just yet, but maybe I can simulate that by turning it. But anyway, it's looking pretty good. Of course, this ring still needs to be pressed down on here. It's just sitting on there loose, so I can't go too far or else I'm gonna be too deep for this to read. So I've got to press this on, but just ever so slightly, I guess. But anyway, looking pretty good. I think this is all gonna work out pretty good. Okay guys, I think I'm going to cut this video off here. On the next video we're going to cover how to press this ring down onto the hub, and at least we're going to attempt that, and I'm going to show you how I do that. And if I can figure out how to bench test this sensor between now and then, I will cover that in the next video too, so that we can make sure that this is actually going to work before I install it all back in the car. But assuming that it all does work here on the bench, then it'll be time to just put this stuff back in the car and start wiring it up to the ECU. So if you guys like what I'm doing here and you want to stay in touch with the project and see how it unfolds, just subscribe to the video here or subscribe to the channel, I guess. And yeah, give me a like on this video. If you have any questions, just ask down below and I will answer them as they come in. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.